Today is going to be a little bit of a simpler video, and this is just for my testing purposes basically, but we do want you to come along for the ride. This is the Honda Beat, as you know, and I've never driven it outside the property line, so we're just going to go for a quick jaunt around the agricultural roads just to see if it has all the gears or can even steer and stop before we take it in for an inspection. Not a Japanese inspection, but for a health check. First thing, can we get lucky with the windows? Please God. Oh my God. They did not fall off the rails. I'm gonna need these windows down because it smells like a gasoline facility in here. So yeah, let's get this done. Nothing smoking. We're good to at least test it. There we go. We are moving. We are moving and grooving. Oh my God. Do I have power to get up this hill? I do. Woo! It's moving! I got gears! Woo! Oh, it stinks! It's burning off all that stuff. I got gears. I got second. Signals work. Keep it in second just for a second here. Oh, man. I don't want to rev the crap out of it just yet, but I got third. Can I get up to fourth here? I don't want to go too fast just yet. Fourth. Final. Fifth. All the gears are there. And I got brakes, which I should have tested first. Whoopsie daisy. But got brakes. I got brakes. We got brakes. Yep. We got brakes. Stinks. Doesn't smell like burning oil. Just smells like, well, I mean it does, but it doesn't sound like something, doesn't smell like something's drastically wrong with the engine and cooling system. I have fresh coolant, we did a flush, but it just smells because I've spilled gasoline, I've spilled all sorts of God knows what on this thing over the past year. The clutch seems there. I'm very surprised. Oh crap, I can't see that mirror there. I should have tilted that. Car seems there. Well, let's check the engine. All right, total drive time and engine run time was about, I would say 7 or 8 minutes. I'm getting better at this, by the way. Come on, there we go. All right, let's just check everything real quick, just as it stands. Let's, yeah, okay, smells like, actually smells like burning gas. So let's just see what's going on. No gas pillowing out of the fuel rail. Everything seems completely dry. That's really good. Dry where it needs to be. Oh, don't pinch that top. Vacuum lines are intact. Of course, I didn't put it under any major load or stress, but nothing fell off on our first jaunt. See what we got going on with our reservoir here. Well, you know, it's so old, I actually can't even see the level. Let me just crack that ever so slightly. Nice and slow on the rad. Face your face away from it. It's not worth it. Look away. Yep, plenty of fluid. Okay. Let's go to the front hood. Check the rad cap situation on this side. Doesn't smell of any disgusting smells of any kind. That braking, let's see if we pop the master cylinder seal with our first time braking in 15 years. Brake booster looks fine. Everything looks completely dry. Fluid did not sink. Okay, let's look underneath real quick because a lot of the cooling and the radiator is at the front here. And there does not seem to be any visible leaks. Now, granted, that was only about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 10 total of total engine runtime and letting it sit, driving around the block once, and going through all 5 gears. 6 gears if we count the reverse gear, which everything does work. And although the clutch feel is a little bit, it's sticky. So typically a clutch will have different degrees. It'll be very dynamic. You know, you push it in a little bit, then you feel that kind of tension, that spring tension. Then you go all the way back, and then as you let go, you feel it kind of push against your leg. None of that happens in this. The feel in which you push 1% is the entire way, all the way to 100% and back out. It's very spongy. So we're gonna have to definitely look at that. Other than that, the car drives, the car shifts, the car stops. It's not smoking, it's not bleeding, it's not leaking. I think we got a winner. I think we do have a winner. The interior is completely intact. The car has no rust. It's canary yellow. The paint kind of sucks, but oh, and the tires are shot. So this is just a completely shot tire. We're not going to do any sort of driving on these tires. No. I want these rims though. I'm going to try to find a set of wheels and tires I can just throw on this because these are my wheels. These are Bridgestone RS7s and they're staggered. So the backs are 14s and the fronts are 13s, and I'm going to put them on that, which is going to make no sense because it's FF, but it's still gangster. Now, what do we got to do next is find some wheels and tires. As we said, we'll throw them on here, and then we'll have a car that can move under its own volition. I can't really think of anything else we need to do currently, and I'm talking right now because it is a drivable car, except legally we need a speedometer. The speedometer does not work. It doesn't show the tachometer portion doesn't work, the odometer portion doesn't work. All the lights are on it, which isn't very clear if it's indicative of the true status of the car. If the car indeed has a CEL, a check engine light, is it on because the speedo's malfunctioning or it genuinely has a check engine light? I do not know. But that is gonna, I really don't want to go down that road. This is like $350 for an overhaul job, and you got to send your tach in. Or if you want a new tachometer, speedometer, whatever you call it, it's going to cost about $800 to $1,000, which is more than the price of the car. So I'm not sure we're going to do that. But this is extremely promising that mechanically I am able to go up there, go around the block, shift through 5 gears, come on down, brake down that hill, and come back in to the lot, full maneuverability. So that is very good. I think the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this into a shop. Reason being, I have the capabilities of putting something back together. If you take a bolt out, you put the bolt back in. That's it. But the fine-tuning finesse and experience of people that have 2-3 decades in the business, I don't have. But someone who can look at this and say, you know what? You have this, and this wrong. And I'll say, I know. Holy crap, I didn't know that. That can only come by taking it into an actual shop. But I wanted to prove that I could actually get it going by myself, and the extensive help of Rob and a bunch of my other friends that I don't know if they'll want to be named, so they will remain nameless. But this is the beat. It is moving. Oh my God, we're good to go, and the power windows work. Till the next one.